Good morning. I'm here to tell you a little bit about the web application of Teams. So, when you first log into Teams with your username and password that you use to log into your computer, it will probably look something like this. And you'll think this new conversation button down here at the bottom of this Teams window is the spot you want to be. But actually, this is for some more advanced functionality we'll add in later. What you really want to do is replace the functionality you have with Skype for Business today, and that is this chat button here. So for now, you will use pretty much this chat button exclusively. At first, you won't have any conversations here, and so you'll want to search for somebody. So let's say I wanted to have a conversation with Hannah Doolin. So I would start typing her name, and I can see a few people come up that meet those requirements of what I've begun to search. I will click on Hannah Doolin and it will tell me I'm starting a new conversation and to type my first message below. So I'm just going to go down here and tell Hannah, good morning. I am doing some testing for a how to use video. At that point, I can either swing over here and click this little send button. If I hover over it, you'll see it says send, or I can also just click enter. So I'm just going to enter that for now. This check mark beside it means it's been sent, but not looked at yet. So I'm going to, the other thing you can do is you can use, like you're used to being able to use emojis, those live right here. So if I wanted to do those, I can look in here. It doesn't look like there's a lot at first, but if you look at all these tabs, there are quite a few. So I can go to the sports one, I can go to icons, I can go to food, but the one you'll probably use most often is the faces. And so here's all the different faces you can send. There are quite a few. I can also send a GIF. So if I wanted to send Hannah a thank you. So these will be similar to the ones you can use when you're doing thanks to people that you use on our app. So I can send that to her. I now see that this is the new thing that hasn't been looked at yet. You'll start to see that you'll get some conversations running over here. So as I get these going, if I find that I talk to Kristen very often and I really just want to have that always at the top instead of this will sort in the most recent, so who I've talked to most recently. You can also see Kristen has sent me a reaction. So she sent me a little thumbs up. Those will show up under this activity button as well. So sometimes you'll see a little number here. That means that somebody said a reaction that maybe you haven't seen yet. And you can now see when I go to this chat that I can see this little eyeball, which means Hannah has looked at this item. So I know that she's read it. So to pin Kristen, what I would do is hover over her name here and go to this 3 little dots where it says more options. If I hover over it, I will click that and I can mark pin. And that will pin this at the top of my chat. I can have more than one item pinned. So if I say I want to pin Hannah as well, then she will also be up there. And once people are pinned, I can rearrange them into the order that I really want. So I talk to Kristen most often, Hannah less often, but I can have them both pinned and have them in the order I want. So that's probably the stuff you'll need to know in these first few days as you start using Teams. One other thing I'll show you is, let's say I want to have a conversation with Hannah and Kristen at the same time. So I can start with this one here that has Hannah Doolin since I'm on it, and I can click this little icon over here that says add people. And I'm going to type Kristen. Let it search. Kristen comes up. I'm going to add her to the conversation. You'll notice it starts a new window for me because Hannah and Kristen is different than Hannah or Kristen individually. And I now have that down here and I can type a new message. This is a group message. If both of you can answer something brief. Thanks. All right, so I've got that message out to Hannah and Kristen. You'll notice that with a group message, I have this little icon here to name this group chat. So if this was, for example, a group of the FME PSRs, I could then come in here and name this FME PSRs. One thing to note is this names the group for everyone. So when I change that, this is changed for everyone. They will see that um, that's the new name for the group. And you can see both my chats, Kristen's chats, and Hannah's are all in this one window. So that is how you use the basic functionality of the chat item on Teams, which is what we're really working to get going currently. As we get this all rolled out, we will begin to enter you into some of the more advanced functionality, but that is coming soon, not yet quite there. So one thing you'll notice is this one with the most recent chats is bold. That means I haven't actually read that item yet. So, and you can also see I have a number 1 here on my chat telling me I have something I haven't read. So that lets me know, oh, I need to go figure out what that is. I can look for the one that's bold, click on that, and then it will change from bold to regular, knowing I have read it. And now they would see that everyone has seen this. I have seen both of these, but either Hannah or Kristen hasn't looked at both of them. And so that's how you will know what's been going on and who's seen what. If you have any questions, do open a help desk ticket with helpdesk@kvhealthcare.org, and we will be happy to assist you. Have a wonderful day, and I hope this little video helped you.